Hello and welcome to the Daily Downbeat. Today's song is When the Children Cry from White Line's 1987 album, Pride. This song is awesome. I grew up listening to this song, and it almost brings tears to your eyes as a parent. I'm going to go ahead and read some of those lyrics, and then we'll kind of break down what it really means. Little child, dry your crying eyes. How can I explain the fear you feel inside? 'Cause you were born into this evil world where man is killing man and no one knows just why. What have we become? Just look what we have done. All that we destroyed, you must build again. When the children cry, let them know we tried, 'cause when the children sing, then the new world begins. When the children cry, let them know we tried. When the children fight, let them know it ain't right. When the children pray, let them know the way. 'Cause when the children sing, then the new world begins. Wow, that's amazing. That's an amazing, amazing song. And it's gospel in many ways, because when we find Jesus in Matthew chapter 19, verse 13 through 15, it says, Then people brought little children to Jesus for him to place his hands on them and pray for them. But the disciples rebuked them. Jesus said, Let the children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. When he had placed his hands on them, he went on from there. That's a pretty powerful verse there. We're talking about Jesus being in town and healing people, meeting with people, and these kids come up to him. And the disciples are like, get them away, get them away. We've got more important things to do. We've got people that need to be healed. We've got people that need to hear your voice. We don't have time for the children. And Jesus says, hang on a second now. And if you go back into Matthew chapter 18, he's saying, Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like these little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. And wow, what a statement. When you start to think about the heart of a child and the pureness and the innocence and just the honesty, the complete and total honesty. A little kid's going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you straight to your face what they think. And there's something beautiful about that. And, you know, as a parent, it's kind of crazy to go back and watch and think about the things that we deal with on a daily basis with our children. Had we just be honest and pure and innocent with God and just come to him like children do, we're going to find it's a lot easier in our faith if we do so. The other scenario to that is, as a parent, you also learn a lot from your children about what God must go through on a daily basis as far as we're concerned, you know, us being his children. And we know how frustrated we can get with kids. We know how frustrating it can be to be a parent. God must be thinking the same thing about us. I mean, think about how many times we do our best to go around the way that he's told us to do something, just like our children do. They go around rules, they stretch things, they try their best to figure out another way, when if they would just do it the way that they had been asked and the way they've been told to do it, it would have been quicker, it would have been less painful, and it would have just been better all around. And so today, when you're kind of stepping out and thinking about that, I would really challenge you, number one, to think about what we're doing and what children see in us, and stop and think about how we influence them on a day-to-day basis when they see us interacting with others. And number two, think about what God goes through with us as his children, and stop and think about, hey, we know what's truth. We know what's the better way to go. It's written right there in the word for us, how we should live our daily lives. And if we apply that, it's going to be a lot less painful, and we'll get things done a lot quicker. So you can take that to the bank. That's today's Daily Downbeat. I hope to catch you tomorrow.